Here you are on a journey that will change your life in the year 2024. It will be led by the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher king, who said, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." In this informative video made for the start of the year 2024, we show you 11 important things that are calling your name and begging you to quietly eliminate them from your life. We can change ourselves in this new chapter if we understand and control our inner landscape. As Aurelius's insight is revealed, it becomes clear that this is not just a passive viewing experience. It's a journey that you can take part in. We want you to get involved and share your thoughts on every important issue we talk about. Let's work through the complexities of life together, getting rid of what gets in the way of our growth and welcoming change that makes us better. Stay with us until the end, because this trip isn't just about learning. For deep self-reflection and personal change, this is a chance that was designed to spark your spirit again as you reinvent yourself in 2024 with Stoicism as your guide. As we work together to make you feel better, let this video be the start of a positive change. Our journey to change starts now. Let's go on it together. Number 1. Wanting to be perfect. It is important to deal with the problems that come up when we try to be perfect. Even though this way of thinking seems good, it often makes people feel stressed and like they're never good enough. Setting impossible standards and being afraid of making mistakes are both signs of perfectionism. However, accepting our flaws is important for growth and happiness. Leaving room for flaws in life, like in art, makes it more interesting and real. Accepting your flaws and realizing that mistakes are a normal part of learning are the first steps to getting over perfectionism. Your goal shouldn't be to be perfect, but to be excellent. Being excellent means doing your best while knowing that you can always do better. Be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned and show yourself compassion. Enjoy your hard work and know that everything you do helps you on your journey. Lastly, change your idea of success so that it's not a perfect outcome, but rather the journey itself, which is full of learning and growing as a person. Giving up on being perfect opens up a world of options where mistakes are seen as chances to learn and grow. This way of thinking helps you live a more relaxed and honest life, where you can enjoy the beauty of your own humanity and the unique path you're on. Number 2. Goals that are unnecessary. As we go through life, we often have to make tough choices. We should be aware of what we're doing and stay true to who we really are. It's important to know when certain goals aren't helping us reach our true purpose during this process. It's okay and even necessary to let go of these goals so that we can focus on what really matters. But one important part of this process is that we can choose how to do it. Don't tell everyone about every decision or change. You don't have to tell everyone everything you do. With this extra care, you can keep your overall plan and goals safe as you go through these changes. Make sure that your actions are in line with your core values and who you are by doing it in a subtle way. Make these changes quietly and be ready to change your mind as things happen, always keeping the power of privacy in mind as you make decisions about your life. This method not only makes your path easier, but it also keeps your personal journey true. A well-known Stoic philosopher called Seneca said, "It's not that we don't have enough time, but that we lose so much. We make our lives short, not the other way around. We don't lack anything, but don't waste what we have." This quote really hits home with the idea of focusing on important goals and letting go of things that aren't necessary. It reminds us to make good use of our time and energy. Number 3. Explaining yourself to people who hurt you. when someone you used to think of as a close friend hurt you. Do not forget this. You don't have to give them a long explanation or a big fight. Moving on is the smartest thing to do. The point isn't to get back at them or demand an apology. It has to do with keeping your peace. This person may come back to you and ask for your help. A firm no is all you need. Trust me, if someone has broken your trust, you don't have to help them. The thing is, avoiding drama and quietly putting some space between you and them is often the smartest thing you can do. Let time show them what happened because of what they did. Pay attention to your own health. Let things happen as they will. It's often the best way for both of you to grow. So don't lie. People who treat you badly don't have to be in your life. Everyone deserves to be loved for who they are, and it's brave to stay away from people who don't do that. It's about putting your mental health and growth ahead of drama that isn't necessary. Marcus Aurelius said that the best way to get back at someone who hurt you is to be unlike them. Don't go down to their level. Instead, put your money and time into becoming the best version of yourself by building your character and inner peace. That is the real deal. Number 4. Raise your voice when you're upset or angry in the presence of others. Imagine being in a tense meeting where your anger is making your heart beat fast. Yes, we've all been there. We really want to let out our anger when that happens. That being said, what if we choose to speak softly instead? Not in loud yells, but in steady, calm speech. The goal isn't just to make up. We are going on a trip to learn how to handle our inner storms. Please think of a time when someone lost it. How did you really feel? Not at ease, and maybe even sad. Now think of someone who stays calm when things get crazy. Their voice was a calm in a sea of noise. We all want to be that person, right? We find out how strong we really are when our spirit is put to the test. We do something with our anger and focus on what's bothering us. It has a lot of magic in it. It's not just not saying mean things. That power has to be used for something that moves us forward and turns problems into stepping stones. After reading what he said, I agree with him. Being calm is the best thing you can do. When the storm is at its worst, our calm is our most powerful weapon. How we keep it even, the bravest thing you could do. So keep this in mind the next time your emotions start to rise. It's more than just a virtue to be able to whisper when everyone else wants to yell. This is a powerful ability for you alone. Number 5. Always compare yourself to others. When we compare ourselves to other people, it's like running on a treadmill that doesn't let you stop. It never ends and is very tiring. And to be honest, it takes away my happiness. Check it out. You compare what you've done to what someone else has done every time you take your eyes off of them. You're not just lowering your standards. You're not seeing how beautiful your own story is. Because we need to measure up so much, we often feel like we're always behind. It makes us doubt ourselves and be unhappy over and over again. Now switch the order. Would you enjoy your quirks, mistakes, and wins, no matter how small they are? The point isn't to ignore what's going on around you. It's to accept your journey as it is right now. Living isn't like watching TV, where everyone reads from the same script. Everything is mixed up, unpredictable, spread out, and very different. There have been good times and bad times in your life. Your story shows how strong and unique you are. Get lost in your own story. As you take charge of your journey, let it be a range of emotions, from being angry to being happy about everything. You're not just moving forward, you're making up the game's rules. These are the words of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher. Change the way you see things. Make it clear to yourself what to do. Accept the things you can't change. It really hits home in this quote that we shouldn't compare ourselves to others, but should instead focus on our own path. Number 6. Criticism of others. When was the last time you heard someone say something bad about someone else? Didn't it make you wonder what they say when you're not there? It's dangerous to spread bad feelings about other people. While you're angry or upset, it's easy to say something that sticks with you like a shadow and casts a bad light on your character. It's not enough to just be polite. It means being someone that other people trust and respect. Everyone you meet is going through something you don't know about. You don't have to like them all. Picture this. Someone or something is making things hard for you. You might want to jump to conclusions, don't you think? But there's a catch. At that point, you have the power to change the story. Instead of disdain, choose empathy. Talking instead of fighting. It's hard. Without a doubt, you'll feel a range of emotions, from anger to sympathy, and maybe even a little admiration for how determined they are. This method isn't just for keeping the peace. Understanding the complicated web of human feelings and interactions is what it's all about. You don't just build bridges when you do that. You grow into someone who can handle the rough waters of relationships with grace and compassion. Please leave a comment if you've made it this far to show that you really want to change. Sure, go ahead. Give it a like and subscribe to get more videos like this. Let's move on now. Number 7. Avoid mindless use of social media. Be mindful of your online activities. Think of your life as a unique story, full of interesting events and personal growth. People's stories, often just their best moments, can be found all over social media on the other hand. This difference can make us feel bad about our own lives and make us compare them to others in unfair ways. Because of this, it's important to use social media with purpose, like looking for inspiration, connections, or information, and then come back to the real world to finish our journey. Set aside specific times to use social media. Use, like while you're having coffee in the morning or after work, to stop it from bothering you every time you go online. Take a moment to ask, is this helpful, or is it just a distraction? Being mindful helps you tell the difference between meaningful activity and mindless scrolling. If your mood or self-esteem drop because you use social media too much, you might want to take a break. This time away gives you a chance to do meaningful things in the real world that remind you how valuable your unique life story is. By making these changes, you make room to enjoy the story of your life. Free from endless comparisons and able to focus on what makes your life worth living. Number 8. The search for external validation. Today, let's talk about a freeing idea that lets us stop constantly seeking approval from other people. Think about being on stage. Draw attention to you. There are many faces all around you, and they are all ready to judge how you act, speak, and just be. This situation, which is stressful and limiting, shows how suffocating it is to live for other people's approval. After leaving the stage, picture yourself in a peaceful place where your voice is the most important thing. This change shows how important it is to listen to your inner voice more than what other people say. Like wearing clothes that don't fit right just to make other people happy, living to please others takes us away from our true selves and what we want. Think back to the times in your life when you felt truly fulfilled. They probably happened when you stuck to your own beliefs and values, no matter what other people thought. This is what real living is all about. To use this in your daily life, think about yourself first before making a choice. Think about your reasons. Is it for you or for other people? Believe in your gut. Take a look at what you need and work on your self-esteem. Celebrate what you've done. Be proud of your strengths and learn from your mistakes. Remember that learning to accept yourself is a journey with many small but important wins along the way. Also, build relationships with people who respect your uniqueness and help you be your true self by letting go of the need for approval from others. We clear the way for a more honest and satisfying life journey, in which honesty and bravery guide us as the main characters. Number 9. Keep the end of relationships private. Whether it's a friendship or a romance, avoid oversharing. When ending a friendship or a romantic relationship, it's very important to keep private information about personal matters. Not only does talking about specific problems or reasons for a breakup invade the privacy of the other person, but it also leads to unnecessary rumors that make things even more complicated. Instead, it's better to take these experiences inside and think about them. In addition to respecting each person's privacy, this practice also helps each person heal more deeply. If you feel the need to talk about these private matters, it could mean that you still have emotional problems that need to be dealt with. Instead of looking for ways to deal with your feelings outside of yourself, talk to yourself to understand and work through them. This method makes sure that any relationship problems are dealt with in a respectful way without making them public. This protects your emotional health and the emotional health of others involved, making the healing process more respectful and private. A Stoic philosopher named Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not over outside events." If you understand this, you will be strong. This quote really hits home with the idea that we should focus on ourselves and control how we react to things going on around us, especially when relationships end. Number 10. Keeping hopes that aren't realistic. As we start on life's grand journey, we often make plans for how to reach our dreams and desires. Still, these sails can get out of hand, turning into unrealistic hopes that throw us into the rough seas of disappointment and disillusion. We try to find perfection in other people, in our experiences, and in ourselves. Just like sailors are swayed by mythical sirens, we can't find the beauty of our true selves or the raw, unfiltered reality of life if we keep looking for horizons that get smaller as we get closer to these huge expectations that come from society's whispers and the media's roars. Being brutally honest with yourself is the first step to letting go of these false beliefs. We have to peel back the layers of should-haves and could-haves to get to the heart of our true goals. It's about being aware of how heavy these expectations are and asking ourselves honestly if they lift our spirits or crush them. This is not a fairy tale change. It's an honest and sometimes painful admission of life's flaws and our own limits. It's about making goals that fit with who we really are, not what other people tell us to be. All of our small wins and steps forward show how strong we are on this journey. The beauty is not in the end goal, but in the many wonderful things that happen along the way. Letting go of unrealistic expectations does more than just make us feel lighter. Life has many surprises that can teach us how to handle its rough waters by keeping our hearts open to all the ups and downs, happiness and sadness that come our way. Number 11. Telling lies. Sometimes, negative talk and gossip can feel like an easy way to connect with others, but it's usually a path that leads us astray. When was the last time you were in a conversation like this? Did it make you feel good, or did it make you question your morals in a subtle way? Words can either grow gardens or spread weeds, just like seeds can. When we choose to be kind and understanding in our conversations, we create an environment where trust and respect can grow. But it's a journey, and it's not always easy. Sometimes it's worth joining in. The rumors are tempting and maybe even true. However, here's a test. Wait a moment. The next time you're about to say or hear something negative, think of the person as someone like you who has their own problems and successes. Would you want other people to talk about your worst times? Not spreading rumors isn't just good for making the environment better, it's about recognizing that we are all human, and being a good example isn't just a way to avoid bad things. Other people can follow your lead to a more genuine and caring way of connecting with you. One important thing to remember on the complicated path to living a good life is to stay away from people who promote sin. Being there for someone isn't enough to show that you care about them. It means you really care about their well-being. That you might not be able to find real happiness with people who promote vices is a brave step toward building a life based on virtue. First, be honest with yourself about the people you hang out with. Whether they mean to or not, you should figure out which people make you more likely to do bad things. Find out how having them around changes your path to a good life. As you care for yourself and others, it's important to know that your health and the health of those you meet along the way are linked. Begin the process of letting go with courage. Please know that this choice is not an accusation, but a way to protect yourself and improve as a person in the pursuit of virtue. You should hang out with people whose influence fits with your goals, making a place that supports good habits and values that everyone shares. With a lot of self-respect, you stay away from people who help other people. It means being aware that you need to be careful about the energies and influences you let into your life if you want to be truly happy. It's better for a garden to not have weeds that take over, and the same is true for your journey to virtue. Get rid of people who help you do bad things. Allow the freedom of choice to guide you. This means you want to live a good life and stay away from people who help other people do bad things. That's not a judgment. It's a choice to make sure your path is in line with your values. This readjusting is hard, but it helps you grow on your own journey, which in turn makes everyone better. Remember that the way you detach changes over time. As you grow, you learn more about the people who make up your environment. Relationships have ups and downs, so make sure you're always with people who push you to grow, make others happy, and share your desire to be truly happy by living a good life. By embracing these principles, we can foster a mindset that is resilient, empathetic, and positive, leading to authentic personal development and deeper connections in our relationships. If you found this video valuable, subscribe for more insights. Hit the notification bell and show your support with a like and comment. And yes, as usual, for further exploration of wisdom, 2 additional videos are popping up on your screen now. Remain stoic.